do you want?
Morning, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Thought I'd strip off before the hill.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Take care. Only 3 miles in and I'm tired. And only 1.5 of them is on the actual path as well, because I've had to get to the path. But never mind. So, lovely day. Good weather. So today I'm just going to try and push through all the big stuff if I can, which I might not be able to do. So it's like Torquay and Paynton and various other places, and they're all sort of bunched together. So I'm going to try and get through as much of that as I can. I'm going to wild camp tonight, so if I can get through, that would be better, because there'll be plenty of places to camp. Otherwise you sort of compromise and you're trying to just get away in woodland and stuff like that, which is I don't know, it's just not as comfortable, especially on bank holiday weekend. So I'm going to try my best. Now, last time I was here, it's absolutely throwing it down with rain. I got drenched. It wasn't a pleasant day. There's one path I couldn't get down because it was flooding. I got drenched by a car. At High Point was a couple that I'd met, offered to let me stay at their house, but it was like in the middle of the day. But that was really nice, good people. I think I'd be too scared though. But yeah, it was an awful day. And then it was the end of that day was when I had my issue with the tent. So yeah, not too good. So today, weather's perfect. I'm just going to blast through. I've got my lunch in my backpack, so I don't need to stop at any shops or cafes or anything. So I'm feeling very positive. Yeah, let's go. This is where I was in 2023, although it was getting dark and I was panicking, couldn't find anywhere to camp. The path obviously runs this way, and then I took a punt and took that path down there, well, probably about a quarter of a mile, found a little clearing. Couldn't believe my luck, put the tent up, started chucking it down with rain, thunderstorm. It's the best feeling ever. I'm not going to go down there today because I can't be bothered. See all these flowers? So many pretty wild flowers. Why can't my garden be like this? No effort, no light needed. I could do this, as in nothing. So that on the horizon is Brixham, apparently. So I've got to go all round this road. There's a bay, and it's Torquay, Paynton. Can't see through the trees obviously, and then Brixham. My plan is to get through all of that. It's already 3 o'clock, but I think it's not the most interesting. So it'd be just nice to get it behind me. And I should have somewhere out of the way to wild camp. There's loads of illegal parking up here. It's quite interesting. Everyone's on double yellows. I did a video before, but the enforcement people were very useful. They told me where the coastal path was, so helpful. So, I just did about, and you're glad you didn't have to listen to it, a 2-minute monologue about stuff. And all I managed to do was take a picture of myself. It was an alright picture, just didn't say anything. But I've stopped. I didn't quite get as far as I was originally planning, although it was always optimistic. I was hoping to get through Brixham, and then it's King something. I keep on saying King's Landing, King Lear, King something. Anyway, that's the next place after that. Anyway, I've not done that. I'm in a woodland just short of Brixham. But it was getting late, and as I was just walking up through here to get into Brixham, I saw a guy with his kid, and he was saying, he was asking me what I was doing, and I told him, and then he said, "Oh, you might not get that far. Brixham's going to be packed as well because it's pirate day." I wondered why I've been seeing lots of pirates. All makes sense now. And he suggested this woodland. He reckoned no one's going to bother me here, so here I am. I'm listening to advice. I did push on today to get through Torquay, Paynton and stuff. I'm not a massive fan of walking through places like Torquay. It's quite hard walking from Torquay to Paynton. It's down a busy road. I did video the bus stop where last time I was walking through, I got splashed by a car and it filled my boots with water and it was awful. So today was a lot better. It was dry. I managed to whiz through, but it's not that interesting. Good for buying stuff at shops like supplies and stuff, but it's not really why I walk the coastal path. I do it that for the pretty bits, not no offence, but not Torquay or Paynton or anywhere else like that. So yeah, good day. I think I've made really good progress, and I've got some of the stuff I don't like so much behind me, and I've got some really good stuff to look forward to. This was the area just after this where my tent, I had a tent issue last time, user error, didn't put it up properly and it got blown down, and it was total, it wasn't very nice. So hopefully if I can get through that point in one piece without Jenny having to come down and bring me a new tent and rescue me and give me a pep talk and tell me it's all going to be all right, if I can do that, then that'll be quite an achievement. So just got to get through tonight, through Brixham, past tent disaster zone as we call it, and then yeah, I feel like that's another milestone. The walk, I felt like Exmouth was a milestone. I feel like that's a milestone. I feel like getting into Cornwall is going to be a milestone. So I'm trying to break it down a little bit because it's such a long walk. It's longer than anything I've ever done before. You can't think of the whole thing. It just overwhelms. So that's what I'm doing. I've got little milestones. So the towns were busy today because it's half term. There's a school trip at Babington, something like that. Oh, it's so noisy. The boys were just getting louder and louder trying to impress the girls. The girls weren't probably that interested. They're probably all going to go out with boys with cars and stuff older. So if I were the other boys, I'd just give up. But they weren't. They're yelling and getting excited. But they'll grow out of that. And then a bit later on, there were some lads in a car near Torquay, and they were pretty vile. So, dropping litter and stuff. So that was a little bit depressing. But generally, everyone I've met have been really, really nice. So it's just a couple of bad examples. Well, just one bad example. School kids are just school kids, aren't they? Let's not worry about them. But they did make me laugh. The school kids did make me laugh. They seem to be on their own. It confused me a bit. Maybe they're older. Maybe they're like 16 and they could be let out in the wild. Not sure. And yeah, I think that's about all I can think of. I'm going to sit here for a bit longer, wait for it to start to get dark, and then I'll risk putting my tent up. But I'm a bit too chicken to do it at the moment. I need to be a bit more bold, don't I, and just put it up. Be damned with what people say. But yeah, not yet. I think I'll just sit for a bit. Yeah. Positive day. So I've just given you a sneak preview of my view that I've got now, which is nice. Although it's gone a bit cold, so I've come inside. I've let you inside as well, which I don't normally do. This is a one-person tent, only for one person. I've not really done any recording today of me. I didn't really fancy it, to be honest. It's been a good day walking into Brixham. That was quite nice. It was good. It was a nice camp that I had. It was nice to walk into Brixham, got some breakfast, got some stuff from the shops. Everything was good. And the walk from there to Kingswear, I in my head it was not very far, and it was miles. It took me basically till about 3-4 o'clock to get there. Pretty hard work. Lovely walk, lovely path. Again, I would recommend it. I'd recommend a lot of the paths, but I wasn't really feeling it in my head. I don't know. I guess you just have off days when you're doing such a long walk like this. So really, it was a bit of a gruel just to get through. I think it was just a few things. I was a bit low on battery power. I was a bit worried about my water. I didn't know where I was going to camp tonight. And I think you just let these little things, and they can all just build up into something that doesn't. It becomes bigger than it really is. You just need to knock those things away. But anyway, I let it overcome me today a little bit. So I didn't really feel like chatting. But I got through Kingswear, got the ferry. Always cheers me up having a ferry. Got to the other side. Did the few things I needed to do. I actually saw a pub there that was saying that rooms were available and they were doing meals and stuff, and I thought, oh, should I go in? I could get the batteries charged, the water wouldn't be a problem. Basically it would solve everything, but it would mean that I couldn't make a few extra miles. And also, I've got my tent. I don't really need to be getting a room at this stage. Although if I had done that that would have been okay as well. But I'm glad I didn't, because this spot just sort of appeared. It's not real. It feels like an unreal spot. It's just a bit too lucky. I'm waiting for the catch. I'm waiting for the farmer to turn up, or the cow to tread on me or something. I think the other issue was I didn't sleep very well last night. I just keep having these really weird dreams. And last night I was dreaming I had to measure something. I don't know what I had to do. And it involved opening the door of the tent to do something. But it was just a dream. But then I woke up and I'd opened the door of the tent. So that was just really odd. So I'm hoping I'll get a better sleep tonight. I'm hoping that I won't have stupid dreams. I don't even know what it was about, but it was definitely stupid. Anyway, so I'm going to cook myself some dinner, soup noodles, look at this view for a little bit until I get too cold, and then I'm going to shut the door. It's sunny. It's a bit cool, which is good, but sunny. I think it's going to be a nice day. This is the bit after Dartmouth where it goes inland a little bit. This is the bit where I wanted to camp before here or after here, because I knew I'd struggle well. It's like a lane, it's a bit like this for a little while, so probably not going to be doing much camping, are you? So anyway, brilliant camp last night. It's like a little bit hollowed out in the sort of off the path. It was almost like it was designed for me. I don't know if something was there before the bench, because the ground was quite hard. It looked like just earth, but I struggled getting the pegs in. They're in just well enough. When the wind picked up, I was a little bit worried, but in well enough. So maybe there was some kind of defence there or something, I don't know. See that a lot of that away on the route, I mean. So yeah, today pressing towards Stoke Walden, I think, then another place, then B Sands. I love B Sands, I don't know why. That's where I met Jenny that time after my tent went wrong. She picked me up there and then a day later kicked me out there. Said, clear off, finish your walk, man up. So she didn't say any of those words, but she did kick me out and she did send me on my way again. And then on to Start Point, the lighthouse. Last time I remember it got really windy after Start Point. There is a bit of a breeze, but it depends what way you're facing, which, you know, you've got bits of coast in the way to block the wind, so I'm not sure what it'll be like today. And then a few hours later, I'm not good at distances, I realise now. You come to another place, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's got another ferry. Oh, what's it called? I don't know. Down the coast from B Sands though. It's quite a built up area. It's got a great ferry, this one. When I took it last time it was really windy. It was like a proper roller coaster. Really enjoyed it. So I'm not sure if I'll get across there today or if I'll just hold short. Camp there. Camp just short the night before. Not sure, we'll see how we go. I do need to plug in a battery bank at some point. But I think there's like a pub in B Sands, so maybe I'll go and get some food there and see if I can sneakily plug in a battery bank there. Just need a little bit of power, just to get me through. Probably going to run out mid tomorrow if I don't get anywhere to plug in. So I could do with doing that. Good start to the day though. Feel quite energetic today. I had a good night's sleep, no stupid dreams. Well, I might have stupid dreams, but it didn't keep me up. Yeah, all good. Where you need a map. I've just come from Widewell Lane and it's actually now that way.